Hello, everybody. Eric here on Thursday, August 3rd. I skipped last week because nothing really came in for me, except previews, and I didn't think it was worth doing a whole video for that. Not a lot this week, but some stuff. So we're getting a look at the stuff that came in for me August 2nd, but I had to go on August 3rd. Uh, Very simple stuff. We have Moon Knight number 26 from Marvel. This ties into Who Are the Gods, maybe? Or maybe that's just the cover tie in. I don't know. It's a big thing coming up. We'll get to that shortly. But Moon Knight, great series. And then I have to check what issue this is. Nightwalkers, number 5. The other cover was the reverse of this. This is like a negative of the other cover. This is from Source Point Press. Cullen Bunn, vampires, and they apparently don't like putting the title or anything on the covers. But that's Nightwalkers number 5. And then we have The Last Ronin, Lost Years number 5. This from IDW. This is the cover that is going to a guy at work. And this is my cover. Wraps around a little bit. I don't recall if this is the final issue. I'll take a quick peek. The end for now. It's the last issue of The Last Ronin, Lost Years. And then, I forgot to grab it. Dr. Aphra, Volume 5, I want to say. Trade paperback. Came in. But it's over there. I left it over there. My favorite Star Wars character, as I've mentioned many times. So very excited for that. I can't tell you. It's from Marvel. It's Star Wars, Dr. Aphra. Can't tell you what issues because it's over there and I don't recall. And then before I get to the previews, I bought myself a little treat. You can kind of see it right there. It's right there. I got myself a lunchbox. Man-Thing lunchbox. And it even comes with, it's in plastic. Let's pop it out of the plastic. Comes with a thermos. A Man-Thing thermos. It's got a nice little cup. And then, I don't know what this is about. I don't remember that when I was a kid. Thermos. And I've been thinking about getting one of these because, sorry, lots of pauses as I play with my new toys. I take stuff to work it's like a gym bag. Actually, I can show you. I don't remember if I've shown this before. Oh, and it's still full of work stuff. I have this gym bag looking thing. Got it from Entertainment Weekly. And I just throw in, it's got the book I'm reading, it's got my charger cords, my eyeglass case, and sometimes I take snacks to work, and if I just toss it in there, they get all smushed up. So I've been thinking maybe I should get a little lunchbox, something to protect my snacks. And now I have it, and it's Man-Thing, which is awesome. All right. And then the previews. So we'll start with regular previews. There's that. There's that cover. I don't recall anything jumping out at me from that one, but it is previews for stuff coming out in October. So, lots of spooky stuff. I always enjoy that. DC, right there, and they've got this Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong coming out. I'm going to wait for the trade paperback. And there's a few collected editions in here that I'll be getting. But then, so we have the Marvel preview. And there's Marvel Gods. Whatever that stands for. Let's see if we can find out what that stands for. I don't see it with a quick look, but it is G period O period D period S period. That's what it looks like, right? So whatever that stands for. So that's the big event coming up. So you've got Gods, Gods #1, and then a bunch of things tying into it, or at least little tags like that was on that. But the big stuff that excites me, and I'm gonna share. So spoilers, if you don't want to know what's in the new previews. First of all, it's Jeff the Land Shark, another one-shot issue with little just cartoony, funny Jeff adventures. Yeah, I like that stuff. All right, this one I'm excited about. I'm waiting for not just the collected edition, but the treasury-sized collected edition, and that is a Marvel Zombies Black, White, and Blood. So you've seen my treasury editions if you've been paying attention. They do these mini-series, and it's all black and white and just red. I'm a fan of Marvel Zombies. It's an anthology book, so it'll be just a bunch of different creators doing Marvel Zombies stuff with hopefully really fantastic art. And then we have Crypt of Shadows, which is just the one-shot horror anthology book that'll be coming out. And then the other thing I'm excited about, and I'm debating, I keep going back and forth whether I should get the 4 issues, because it's just a 4-issue miniseries, or wait for the trade paperback. Right now, I'm at the waiting for the trade paperback stage, because you usually get all the covers printed in there, and sometimes some extra stuff. But this is Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos. Love me some Cap Wolf. Back in the day, I think it was the 80s, when they did the original Cap Wolf storyline, and it wasn't very good, but the idea of Cap Wolf is awesome. And I have a Captain America issue 2 years ago, last year, 2 years ago, they did horror covers for a bunch of comics, variant covers. And I bought some just because I liked the covers a lot. And there's a Captain America that's Cap Wolf. I have a Cap Wolf Funko Pop over there on the shelf. Anyway, excited about that. And then the last thing I'll share, just because, is Iron Man Epic Collection, Volume 6, The War of the Supervillains. And I'm excited for this because we're finally getting close to my favorite era of Iron Man. This reprints 68 through 91 and annual number 3. And I think from like issue 100 to 150 is my favorite era of Iron Man. Amazing artwork, amazing stories, and as much as I love all the old stuff, and I do for years and years and years, Iron Man was my favorite comic book, my favorite character, and I love that old stuff. But that 50-issue pocket was just fantastic. So I'm excited that we're getting very close. I mean, this goes up to 91, excuse me. So the next volume 7, will be in that early 100s. Anyway, that's it. So those are the 3 previews. Those are the comics. There's my lunchbox. And a Dr. Aphra that I didn't show you. Let's see. Question for this video. Are you interested in something like Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong? So there's that. That's one question. Is that the type of thing that interests you? Does that specifically interest you? I am interested. I like Godzilla. I like King Kong. Justice League, they're fine. I'm more of a Marvel guy. And I am going to wait for the collected edition. Question number 2, since this is the previews and stuff for October, and this is more of a general question for those who might be watching this who aren't like into comics and stuff, but do you get excited when Halloween starts rolling around and so things become horror themed? I was going to say, do you get as excited as I do? But you don't know how excited I get. I'll tell you right now, in answer to the question, very excited. I always love it. I mean, it's great when networks and TV channels, whatever, start showing horror movies. But nowadays with streaming, I can see horror movies and anything. I own so many. I have Shudder. But it's fun when like Turner Classic Movies just starts piling on the horror movies, and Sci-Fi starts really piling on the horror movies. That kind of thing. It's still fun. I really don't watch network TV anymore. I don't watch a lot of TV in general, but I used to love it when the shows that I would watch, generally sitcoms, I think, would do Halloween episodes. Always fun. Um, and of course, I get excited when Spirit Halloween pops up, and your stores like Walmart and Target and everything start putting out all the Halloween stuff. But I like and I get very excited when Marvel and DC start doing their special Halloween issues or doing their spooky stuff. Um, we're getting a little bit year round ish. Well, I don't think DC's done a DC horror thing in a while. You know, they had the Hill House with Joe Hill writing and then curating some books, and then there was DC Horror that did some stuff, but that seems to have fallen by the wayside. But Marvel, I mean, Blade, technically it's vampires and stuff, but it's still a superhero book. We'll see how the new series is. Anyway, I'm into rambling territory now. I love it when things start to focus on horror. What do you think? And what do you think about Justice League Godzilla Kong? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the usual YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter, I'm not calling it by the other name. My Twitter is at Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K. ERIKSMITH 5757. Yeah, double 57s. And if you happen to be on Blue Sky, I am EL Smith on Blue Sky. And I think it's elsmith.bluesky.social, something like that. But anyway, those are the places where you can find me. That's all I have for you this week. So until next week, read more comic books.